Girbeagly!
Hey there guys and gals, it's Girbeagly with another episode of Gaming with Girbeagly, and I'm once again playing the game Shan Gui. And last episode, it wasn't very eventful, but it was incredibly peaceful and relaxing, as this game tends to be. We went on a nice walk with Hajia, and we shared some sandwiches with her. We had a nice little lunch, and it was an adorable scene. It was just really cute to see how they interacted, and I'm still not 100% sure if there's any actual Yuri going on here. I don't know if Han Hui has romantic feelings for Hajia, but I guess that's something we're going to find out as we continue along. Now, at the end of the episode, we managed to sneak into a new area without paying a ticket fare, which I don't know if it's going to get us into trouble or something. I guess we'll find out, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and continue from here.
So, we're in. The doorman didn't even ask us for tickets. Actually, there was no doorman at all. That's the first time I've avoided paying an entrance fee in my whole life. Don't worry about it. It's my home, and you, sis, are my guest. I was totally confused. Did her family own this place? This way. Okay. The path was winding, and you could always hear the sound of streams. It's so quiet here. Yeah, there's very few people. It was true. Hajia was the only person I had seen all day.
I wonder if we're actually taking a, stroll through the spirit realm or something like that. If there's no other people because we've actually stumbled into a different realm where only the spirits come and they play and they hang out and get to laze about all day. I have no idea if that's the case or if that's something that might be tied into Chinese mythology. I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
As we walked, the sky began to get darker and cloudy. The weather report said there will be a thunderstorm this afternoon. Is it far from here? We're almost there. So, is there a bridge around the corner? Yes. After we passed the top of the hill, a familiar scent returned. There should be a maple forest, right? Yes, but it's not the right time. The leaves haven't turned red. I picked up my pace. I felt that something good was waiting for me.
Ooh, that's pretty. I really do love the background art. I say that every single time, but it's very beautiful in this game. It's so vibrant and lush.
Ah, right. Here's the bridge. There was an old, small cement bridge with iron railings. The stream below was deep and reflected the sky and surrounding trees. A faint earthy scent came from the soil and grass. When I was a child, I used to walk here with my family. It was late autumn, and the maples were all red like fire. Mom was very young at that time. I remember how she took my hand as we walked along the bridge and picked up a maple leaf. Is there a big pool with lotuses ahead? Yes, just up ahead, but please wait, sister. I rushed forward and didn't hear the rest of her words.
Uh-oh, I hope there's no trouble. Or what's gonna go on? Oh, it's all dried out. That's sad.
Finally, I'm here. Though it was summer, the small pond looked lifeless. It had dried up sufficient that the large stones on the bottom had been exposed.
Once again, sorry for the translation errors here, guys. It's kind of hard to read, but at least we get the general gist of what's going on.
The railing on the stone bridge had been destroyed, and a danger notice stood nearby. Plants near the pond had shriveled and died. One of them seemed to have been burned. How could it be? This pond started to dry up long ago. Since so few people came here, there was no need to maintain it. I was going to tell you, but all of my effort. The sky seemed to get even darker and gloomier for me. I stood blankly in a state of bewilderment. I could not see, nor could I hear. I had no idea about what to do next.
Aw, that's sad. Poor Han Hui. I mean, things do change over time, though. You can't always grasp onto your childhood memories. I think I was saying that in the first episode when we encountered her for the first time, that, you might have these great memories, and that's awesome. Keep those as experiences within yourself, but don't, hold on to a fleeting idea as something that, needs to remain the same. Anyway.
My parents always took me here when I was a child. I could still remember the blue sky, the green grass, and the pond. My entire family sat on the lawn in the sunshine. My mother had prepared for us a picnic to enjoy. I believed this happiness would last forever. In what felt like the blink of an eye, I had finished elementary school, middle school, and had prepared for my university entrance exams. everything became strange. Blame, conflict, and tension spread throughout my household. Even now, I'm still unsure of what happened to my family. The transition into university life was not easy for me at first. However, the added distance between me and my family allowed most of those dark memories to become sealed away. My parents finally began to appreciate my effort. We all thought the worst days had passed. The fragility of life, however, made me dark as ever. This place, where should I go now? Sister? My eyes were filled with tears. I tried to cover, but it was too late. What's wrong, sis? Nothing, just some sand in my eyes. But I could hear the quiver in my own voice. My heart was broken. Things I should have forgotten or simply did not wish to remember replayed in my mind like a black and white film. Sis, I have to use the bathroom.
Way to break the mood, Hija. At least it was something comical and it didn't continue to be very melodramatic. Although it is interesting to find out about Han Hui's past, that, her family sort of became just conflicted and tense with each other all the time. I can imagine why having these really nice childhood memories would mean so much to her.
Ja's unexpected words jolted me back into reality. What? Is it an emergency? Yes. Right here? Maybe that's not a good idea. This way, come with me. Ja took my hand before I could reply, and we ran in a hurry.
Uh-oh, I wonder if she's leading her somewhere else just to get her away. Oh, an empty cafe. This is so weird. It's neat that there's interiors in this game as well. I thought that we were just gonna, walk along the forest path the entire time.
Well, had it not been for Ja, I would have... Hold on for a second. Held on for a second. I sat in the tea house, Purple Pavilion, and waited for Ja.
All right, that's an interesting sentence.
Despite a modern construction, it was a traditional tea house. It did not look out of place in this park.
Oh, hi there again. God, those boobs every damn time are going to surprise me. Those are just, wow, they're there. Anyway.
Wasn't she... Maybe she's not. Did she take me away from that sad place on purpose?
Yeah, see, I think that's exactly what happened. I think that Hija saw that Han Hui was getting sad by looking at the place being all, desolate and destroyed. And because of that, Hija went out of her way to make her friend happier. It's also interesting that we have steaming tea because I didn't think that we saw any other people around. So, is there someone here actually serving her? Or is it, did they, serve themselves? I have no idea.
Perhaps I was thinking too hard. I rubbed my eyes and attempted to focus on the coffee in front of me. Ja recommended this one. I still did not understand why this tea house is called Purple Pavilion. I was thinking about something unimportant when I looked out of the window. Clouds had gathered in the sky.
Oh, hi there, Hija.
I'm back. Ja was back, her face now pinkened by a light flush. Welcome back. Hee. She smiled and straightened her skirt. She sat opposite of me like an old friend.
So there is a waiter. Okay, so there are other people there after all. So it's either a spirit person, and my first theory about them being in the spirit realm is correct still, or it's just a really rundown place where not a lot of people go.
The waiter brought Ja a cup of sweet osmanthus tea without so much as a word exchanged between the two of them. The aroma of sweet osmanthus filled the air. It was the first time I had seen another person all day.
Yeah, exactly. That's so weird. I wonder if he's a spirit too, and that's why he knew that she wanted that specific tea.
This is the original flavor. I remembered that the tea she gave me also had sweet osmanthus. Did she learn how to make it from this place? It smells wonderful. Of course it does. It's made by the manager. The waiter beside us smiled. Ja must be a regular in this tea house. Do you want to try some? Okay. I turned the cup and pushed it to her. She reciprocated. I picked up the cup and took a sip. It was weaker than what Ja had given me earlier, but more refreshing. Ja also picked up my cup and took a sip. It's so bitter. What? The coffee tastes bitter?
It was an iced latte. Yeah, but then again, kids always hate the taste of coffee. Well, almost always hate the taste of coffee. It's definitely like an acquired taste that you get as you get older. And I can definitely tell that she's young in spirit and in mind, so she probably thinks that all coffee is really, really bitter.
Haven't you ever tried coffee before? Of course, coffee didn't fit her age.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying, Hanhui.
No, I've never had it. It tastes strange.
Then why did you recommend it to me? Sometimes tea tastes more bitter than coffee, right?
Yes, but that doesn't bother me if the tea also comes with sweet osmanthus and lots of sugar.
No wonder her tea was so sweet.
If we add those things to the coffee, will it have a better taste?
It will have a different taste, that's for sure.
Hee hee, trade me back. I prefer my sweet tea.
I smiled, and we exchanged our cups. Ja took a gulp of her tea.
Tea is much better for me.
How cute.
I asked for a refill on my coffee, and Ja asked for more sugar. We shared no words for a little while. We just sipped our drinks silently. Then came the sound of rain. I looked out of the window as raindrops pelted the glass. Then there was a crack of thunder.
Ah!
Are you scared?
Yes.
The thunder continued as the rain increased its intensity.
Guys, I have read a lot of visual novels, and this sounds like it might be a setup for some Yuri action. I don't know if there's gonna be any because Ja is very young and Hanhui is much older, and I think that'd be pretty taboo for the most part, but I have no idea. This could be leading to something good.
It's raining buckets.
Yes, but it won't last long.
That's the rain of summer. It comes and goes very quickly. The clouds had now hidden the sun, and the tea house had become darker. My sour mood returned.
Ah, come with me, sis.
What? Where are we going?
A wonderful place.
It's raining so heavily.
I know, but it's a wonderful place because of the rain.
Okay, but wait a second. I need to finish my coffee.
I wonder if she's gonna take her back to the pond. If she's gonna take her back to the place that she wanted to see vibrant and full of life, because the water is going to fill the pond up again. I have a feeling that's where we're gonna go.
Let's go. It's in this tea house.
Okay, never mind. I was completely wrong.
Just come with me.
Aw, Hajaz always looking out for Hanhui. It's so sweet.
We passed through the hallway. I saw a glass door with light coming through it. Was this the way outside?
It's here.
Oh, what's it gonna be? Ooh, it's so pretty. I love the lanterns. That's such a nice piece of art, seriously.
Well, there's always surprises with you. 4 high walls had turned the yard into an isolated world. It was not very large, but well arranged. The rain was coming down in sheets. The flowers looked crisp and beautiful, having been cleansed by the rain. Behind the walls stood the mountain, shrouded in mist, as if a scene from a fairy tale. Rainwater rushed along through a small trough alongside the wall. It looked like a stream in the mountains. Surely such a beautiful scene could only be observed when it rained. Like a fairy tale.
Right? Come sit here.
There was a bench near the entrance. It seemed as if it was specifically placed for people to enjoy this wonderful spectacle. The bench was very clean. Maybe it was under the personal care of the manager.
Oh, hi there, sir. Are you the manager?
Oh, Hija, you're here.
Yes, we were watching the rain.
Huh? A new face.
Hee, I brought her here.
Am I anything worth showing off? I pondered this while still looking at the man.
See, guys, this is where I think my theory might be right. I feel like it's almost like the movie Spirited Away, where the main character and her family get pulled into the spirit world, and maybe Hajad did that to us when she first took her hand or something like that. I have no idea, but this is really cool. It's like so whimsical and mysterious and really very relaxing. I love it a lot.
He was in casual dress and held a magazine in his hand. Was he also a customer? He's familiar with Ja. Perhaps he works here. What do you think about this little world? The man spoke before I could answer. It's so beautiful that I lack the words to accurately describe it. The man would be pleased to hear your words.
The man?
Who?
The architect who designed this tea house.
He must be a great designer, right? The man smiled intently.
Well, what should I say? Some people devote their entire life to finishing just 1 or 2 masterworks.
What do you mean? The architect spent most of his time designing buildings for other people. He loved his work. He was so serious and diligent. However, most of these constructions differed greatly from his expectations, far from his idea of perfect.
Why?
A perfect design requires a greater time investment. People in this country care much more about efficiency than perfection.
That's the way things are.
So the architect's life was filled with regret. He could never truly complete his work. Aw, that's a sad tale. The resulting emotional and physical stress took its toll.
Well, is this tea house his perfect design? The man shook his head.
Not really. Perfect things do not exist in our world. However, this is the work that had consumed all of his best effort. There's something special here, which cannot be seen in his other works.
What is that? The man grinned.
It's love.
Love? I couldn't understand his words. I don't understand.
Well, it's true. Anyway, please enjoy yourself while you're here. I'm at your service if you need a refill. Okay, see you later, man.
The man nodded his head.
There's a message from the architect on that plaque. Take a look if you wish. It's interesting.
With a second nod, he entered the tea house. I can't believe he's the manager. This place is full of surprises. That's one reason why I like it, especially on a rainy day.
Like the warm embrace of a loved one, it gives me reassurance.
Sis, I have to ask you, are you having troubles?
Ja found me out, so there is no longer a need to hide the secret.
Troubles? Nothing too far out of the ordinary, but still very difficult for me. My father passed away recently.
Oh, wow. That one really hit me. Holy crap, I had no idea. So that's why she left home. That's why she came back here where there were family memories. That is a bomb. Wow. Okay, well guys, guess what? I'm going to leave it here on a cliffhanger before we find out anything else about the circumstances of her father's death and her personal journey here to this place. And you guys, I know, are going to tell me that you hate me because you hate the cliffhangers, but that's where we're going to leave it. I hope that you've been enjoying this game because I certainly have been. It's so peaceful, but there is an interesting story underneath the surface here, and I like the characters, I like the dialogue, even with the translation errors. It's just a beautiful game so far. I really enjoy it, and I hope that you guys are as well. If you are, please be sure to hit the like button, share the video and favorite it. Also be sure to subscribe to me if you guys haven't already. For those of you who have, thank you so much for all of your support. You guys are the best in the world. I love every single one of you, and as always, it was great seeing ya. Bye-bye.
Girbeagly.